ready.
Man, that is going to be a slobber knocker of a game right there.
In all my time, I don't remember somebody scoring 4.
Yeah, it's fine. I use the word jetapult. It's actually a word. People don't realize it.
Good try. No soup for you.
Trey, go get you some wax beans and
soup for the deli, I know.
yeah, go get you some wax beans and
Hey,
have
Trey,
a good day, man.
thanks for coming.
First downs for Central Clay for 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters. Roll call with a spidget.
Roll call. Spidget.
Spidget.
A spidget. Welcome to Sports Chat with Neal and Wally, the September 15th edition. And we start on a summer note tonight. We want to take a second before we even get started with our regular programming. We want to take a moment to tell Vicki and Alan Jones that our hearts go out to their family. Their son, Sam Jones, was killed early this morning in a car wreck. Sam was a graduate of Charles Henderson High School, and Sam was a Troy boy.
Sure was.
And what a sad situation. And just want to, mine and Wally's thoughts and prayers go out to Miss Vicki and Mr. Allen, and great citizens of Troy, Alabama, and family. They had 3 great boys and sons, and all 3 graduates of Charles Henderson University, and not Charles Henderson University, Charles Henderson High School. And just a sad day in Troy, Alabama, anytime we lose one of our own, especially early in life, and just a tragic accident. So just wanted to start the show on a little bit of a somber note, and our hearts and prayers go out to Vicki and Alan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a sad situation, but
Good folks.
also a sad situation for football in and around the city of Troy. Pike Lib, Charles Henderson, and Troy, all 3 lost this weekend. But I tell you what, Wally, it was a great day in Troy, man. The kickoff wasn't until 5 o'clock, and oh man, tons of tailgating going on, and reunions, and huge crowd. It was band day. They had all those high school bands in there.
Oh, cool.
The whole end zone was full of visiting bands, and it just, I looked up from the sidelines and just an incredible crowd on the home side. And now Southern Miss didn't, they brought some, but it wasn't a big crowd from Southern Miss. But what a great atmosphere yesterday at Veterans Memorial Stadium for Troy hosting Southern Miss, and they got a little revenge on us. We went over and beat them last year, and they come over here and beat us this year. That's okay. That's okay. Troy honored they had the 35th anniversary of the 1984 National Championship team, and that was so neat, man. They lined them up on the end zone and called them out one by one, and there must have been 50 of them come back.
Was Coach Willie Collins there?
Willie wasn't there. He was on the next one, wasn't he?
No, he was on both.
He wasn't out there. They didn't call him, so he didn't show. But yeah, he was on both of them. You're exactly right. But I tell you who was. Joey Dennison and Michael Kelly were both there, and both of them Charles Henderson graduates, and they got recognized. And those are 2 Troy boys, homegrown boys. They were on that national championship team along with Willie Collins. But Willie wasn't there yesterday, and. In 1984, the championship team, if you'll remember, that's where Ted Clem hit the 50-yard field goal to win it against Sam Houston State down in McAllen, Texas.
Yes.
And that's almost in Mexico, isn't
It is. You throw a rock and hit Mexico.
and I'll tell you something, I learned something Saturday. Now, I may have been told this. I'm getting older where I can't remember as much stuff, but they said on the PA that Ted Clem was a freshman when he kicked that 50-yard field goal to win the national championship. That's a lot on the shoulders of a freshman.
Sure enough.
So I didn't know that until Saturday, but that was something neat. And also, Chan Gailey was there Saturday. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and that was neat to have Chan Gailey back on the sidelines. He's been in the pros. He was Dallas Cowboy head coach, and he's all around.
Georgia Tech
head coach, and he may be still a consultant somewhere on these pro teams. I'm not sure, but it's good to see him yesterday. And also 2 Troy football greats I got to talk to on the sidelines yesterday. It was really neat. Jarrell Jernigan and Brandon Silvers.
Oh, they are there.
Now, they recently, in the last, 10 years or so, Brandon Silvers 2 years ago, Jarrell Jernigan maybe 6 years ago, 8 years ago. But Jarrell Jernigan is Wally, I have forgotten my wedding ring. I feel naked up here.
Well,
I'm sorry to interrupt the program. Anyway,
Well, we both matched.
I
Did
know.
not get the memo?
Where's your wedding ring?
Oh,
Unbelievable.
it's gone too.
Neither one of us has got on our wedding rings, man. That's crazy. Anyway, I got to talk to Jarrell Jernigan and Brandon Silvers. Jarrell is actually living in Eufaula. He's helping coach the Eufaula Tigers high school team. He said he loves it. He said, "Man, Neal, I love it." He said, "Working with those kids and this." I was kidding around with him. I said, "Jarrell, are you the fastest? Even though you're the coach, are you still the fastest on the field at a Eufaula practice?" He said, "One kid." He said, "There's one little kid that can outrun me." So I was giving Jarrell a hard time.
That's great.
But I talked to Brandon Silvers, and he's trying to get on with an XFL squad. He's got 3 or 4, I call it tryouts, but observations or whatever, lined up for the XFL. So he's not done. He's from Gulf Shores and owns a lot of passing records from Troy. He was on the sidelines yesterday. So just a great day of Troy football yesterday. And
Glad you had a good time, man.
and that. And I want to give a big shout out to my niece and her husband, Taylor and Dustin Wilcott. They're in town and they're at my mom's house, and
I bet they're watching.
they're on the way to the beach, and I imagine they're watching. So Taylor, that's Teresa's daughter, and she's my older sister, and they're probably watching. So welcome to Troy. They're on their way to the beach. Welcome to Troy for the evening. Taylor and recently married. Went up there for the wedding last spring. You ventured off to Starkville. Went to watch
Vegas.
Stark Vegas. You went to watch your nephew Tyler Mitchell play, and for those who don't remember, Tyler was on the show earlier this year, and he is Laurie Lowry Mitchell's son from Troy, and he wanted to play at Troy, but he ended up at Kansas State, and he's been a 3-year starter at guard for the Wildcats, and Wally, about the whole entire family went over.
Yeah, there's mom and dad right there, buddy.
About everybody went over to. Why you got on aqua?
I don't know, man.
Everybody wore purple.
Nah,
You got on aqua. Holly, how did that happen? Everybody get. But anyway, any snow flurries over there yesterday?
Yeah, it did. Now there's a supervisor. You know, supervisor's supposed to come today sometime.
Supervisor.
You seen? They
That's
wouldn't let
you in the aqua
Yeah, I know. But
on
that's-
television.
I know. Yeah, I was on
The
television.
supervisor was at the game.
Look at him. They wouldn't let him bring his mask in. Thank goodness.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But he was at the game.
So there was no snow flurries.
Just a few, and I had my coat and all that. But man, we had such a great time.
Y'all take
Holly
the
and
portable
Blake. Yeah, we took portable heater. Hats off to Mississippi State the fans. Real nice fans.
Yep.
They did a great job with putting these humongous fans and stuff down in the corridor where
Like
where
cooling stations.
Yeah, cooling station. They had all these water
yeah,
stations,
people falling
and we
out of it.
taught. I don't know. You said you watched a little bit of the
I did,
game.
I did. Most
There was
of
a lot of the seats empty, but we were talking to some of the fans, and it's like it was just so hot. It was just better just to stay at home or sit outside. People, I'm telling you,
You
it
can see
was,
why Saban was upset about
Yeah.
Bama playing at lunch.
dude, it was just smoking hot.
I know it
mean,
was, man.
But Tyler had a great game,
He
man. They
did.
gave a lot of shout outs to him
He
on
did.
ESPN.
He
And,
did have a good game.
and their new coach.
And they
man,
won.
Yeah.
They
They-
got the coach from South Dakota State that
Yes,
won all
sir.
those national championships.
Yep,
He's got it going on.
He
yeah.
has got it going on, buddy, and they're pumped, and they're gonna have a great season, I think.
I do
got
too.
a
They're
great
undefeated,
season.
aren't
Yeah,
3-0.
3-0. They go play Oklahoma
And
State. this year.
came to a SEC stadium and went home
Went
with a
home.
win.
And like Tyler was telling me after the game, he said, "Man, it should have been worse than that. They had so many they had a lot of turnovers and
Yeah.
just bonehead plays. But overall, Tyler had a great time. My sister and Phil
Yeah.
and Carol and Debbie.
And the night
all
before, y'all all got to go out and get a steak.
Man, yeah, we went to this place. Good gracious, called the Smoky something.
It's
and
like nationally known, isn't it?
nationally known.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the baked potato.
Yeah.
The guy told me, he says, we bake it at 500 degrees. Neil, you can just mash it. So soft.
Soft.
I think I ate the aluminum
Fluffy.
foil. I think I even ate the aluminum foil that was on those potatoes.
You gonna eat your cheese paper?
Yeah, there you go. But it was good, man. Just a great time. Columbus, man, that's a nice little area. I've never been up there,
Starkville.
but very clean and just fans are great.
That's good.
I'm still exhausted from yelling.
Yeah, it was a heck of a game.
Heck of a
Heck of a game. And look there. There's Eddie's business card.
Eddie business card. There you go, buddy.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we missed you up in Oxford
Yeah, man.
Friday night. me and James Sparrow and David Hennigan made the 2.5-hour trip up Highway 21 to Oxford, and we got the CHHS Trojans on film, and we had some good eats up there. You were eating good, and we were too, man. We went to the top of the river in
Boy,
Anniston.
that's an expensive place. Unbelievable. I told y'all to go to like McDonald's and get the dollar meal.
We went to the top of the river, man. It was woo.
Top of the wallet.
I got the shrimp platter. Hennigan got the shrimp platter.
With the lobster, I saw that.
Yeah. Man, it was good. It wasn't as good as the Old Barn in Goshen though, but man, it was some fine. It was some fine eating, man. But we missed you up there, man.
I did.
You
I missed
always
y'all too.
get to take the road trips with us, and we had a good time.
We'll have a road trip this week. Beauregard.
Beauregard, and I saw where Tallahassee beat them.
Yeah, Tallahassee on the
Oh,
road.
no, Rehoboth.
Rehoboth's on the road.
Beat Charles Henderson beat Rehoboth 2 weeks ago, so hopefully we can beat Beauregard because Rehoboth beat Beauregard.
I think Beauregard's down this year.
Beauregard down this year. Good. Charles Henderson needs them to be down.
Yeah, you kidding.
Hey, well, man, in some professional news, did you see where Antonio Brown, the NFL wide receiver that's got all the stink going on, he left the Raiders and the Patriots picked him up? Did you see where his former trainer, who's a female, is claiming he raped her on multiple occasions?
I saw that.
Wally. Why did he go back? Why did she go back for the second and third training session? Why? Now I'm not condoning the rape incidences. Don't get me wrong. I'm just questioning the allegations. Why do you go back and put yourself in that situation again? She said multiple times during training sessions he raped her. I don't know. Some things just not meant to be understood. I think the guy's a locker room cancer.
Yeah, he's a virus to whoever he goes to.
I don't know.
I did see him catch a touchdown.
He did catch a touchdown today for the Patriots down in Miami, and had several catches. But hey, if he raped that girl, he needs to pay the consequences. He needs to pay the consequences. I don't know. I don't care who he is or how much money he makes or how well he can run a pass route. He needs to pay the consequences. But he did fly to Miami, and I tell you what, though, Belichick, if he screws up with the Patriots, Belichick, he can hit the highway for them.
Oh yeah.
He don't mess around. He don't mess around. Wally, we need to tell everybody who's paying the bills. Then we can dive into these games, man.
Yeah, man.
We can dive into these games. The Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, Turner Mowing, 465-0600. Give Blake a call. The Alabama Real Estate Connection, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort. He works on everything but snakes.
Snakes, lizards, and penguins.
No, snakes, monkeys, and spiders.
Yeah, those things.
We ought to take him to penguin.
Yeah, I think
See
we
what-
work on penguins.
He said he works on it. I was out there with my puppy about 2 weeks ago. I asked him what the weirdest thing that anybody had brought in the door. You know what he said? A rat.
A rat.
A big old rat. Somebody brought a big old rat in that had gotten injured and wanted to pay him to work on the rat.
I saw him operate on a rabbit that had some cojones this big. It was the craziest thing I ever seen in my
All right,
life.
moving on.
moving on.
Family show, man.
Oh yeah.
Family show. The Crease Agency, Pig Cafe, Deep South Apparel. Look, we got our Deep South.
Yeah.
Pete Van Horn made these shirts for us. Severa, Ralph, Baker, Hastings, and Reeves, attorneys at law. Crows of Brundage, All-Star Collision, Jones Medical Supply, Health Actions, the UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue. I went to the UPS store this last week. I had to make play cards for Addison's little travel ball softball team. And they laminated them perfect, color code, everything. They look great, man.
That's great.
$8. I said, that's it. It was $7.80-something. I said, that's all this is going to. I mean, all types of color-coded play cards, everything. $8.
That's incredible.
I said, y'all ain't charging enough. I don't know. Anyway, UPS Store, Hooks Barbecue, Marco's Pizza, Troy Eye Care, Preston Steakhouse, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling with Matt Johnson, Bill Jackson Ford and Bill Jackson Chevrolet, Road Mart, Glow. My Bronco's out at Road Mart right there. Jason Floyd taking care of my Bronco. Glow Boutique on the Square, Birds Drugs, PS Falk Furniture, and Enterprise, K Rose Fitness, right next to Chick-fil-A. The Matthews Law Firm, the Troy Messenger, Trojan Auto Parts, Napa, Southern Sense and Sensations, Simply Southern Kitchen, Raymond's Barbershop, Flo's just off the square, best burger on the square, I guarantee you. Alabama Restoration, and you know what? No mess is too big for Ren Anderson at Alabama Restoration. You make a mess, call Ren Anderson.
Hey, and I was going to tell you about Flo's.
Yeah, go
they
ahead.
fixed the pregame meal for the middle school
Did
team
they
the
really?
other day.
I bet they tore it up, didn't
Oh,
they?
yeah, Blake said they loved it.
Man, oh man.
Thank you,
good.
Flo's, for that.
Green Hills Funeral Home, Wise Office Supply, Fat Man's Barbecue in Montgomery,
Big Ben.
Town Country Flooring, Southern Grill and Patio, Tyler Transportation, PC Plus, Extreme Athletics, and Outdoor Power Equipment. We got to cut 2 commercials tomorrow.
I know, we got 2.
Southern Grill and Patio,
All right.
no, 3. Southern Grill and Patio, Preston Steakhouse, and Tyler Transportation.
Got 3 of them.
3
tomorrow.
commercials we got to cut tomorrow. That's Monday before we haul off to the beach. Got to go to the beach.
Oh, yeah, we got
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
If I don't go to the beach, I lose my job.
Exactly. And I'm the
Gotta
one
go.
that keeps up all the hours on. Yeah.
I got to
Right.
go to the beach and get my keep my magistrate certification for the state of Alabama.
Oh, no, look who just said they pulled
Uh-oh.
up.
Is that a? Hold on. Is that a limousine? Did a limousine just pull up?
Limousine just pulled up on the
A
security.
daggum limousine just pulled up right here at Troy Cable.
You know what that's going to be.
We'll be right back. Let us get these commercials in. We'll be right back. Wally, what in the world are you doing, man?
Man, I'm here training for the Olympics.
The
man.
Olympics?
Yes.
Well, you're in the right spot out here at Extreme Athletics. They do gymnastics, tumbling, cheer, sports, all types of stuff. They got great trainers, good things. Hey, 770 Flip, give them a call. Hey, what y'all, Mr. Water? Oh, Lord, you okay? Give them a call, 770 Flip. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neal, my air conditioner went out last night, and I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Look, Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson,
Hey,
Wally.
Neal, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it.
Oh,
Call
Lord.
Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Blake, where's your dad?
Let me come outside, the house flooded.
The house flooded. Are you kidding me? What in the world? What in the world, Wally?
Man, 3 pipes busted, my house all flooded, Neal.
You have got to be kidding, man. Why didn't you call Ren Anderson at Alabama Restoration, 371-5591? You wouldn't be wearing goggles and snorkels and slinging water out the front door? Unbelievable. Alabama Restoration, no disaster is too big. 371-5591. Give them a call today. Man, what are you doing that pine straw down here in my Jap maple orchard?
Oh, Neal, man, I'm going to have your Japanese maple orchard look like Augusta International, baby.
Man, if you want your yard to look like Augusta International, you need to call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. The grass is starting to get green. Everything's starting to bud. My Jap maples are all blooming. Call Blake Turner with Turner Mowing, 465-0600. Oh, my God. Wally, what are you doing at Roadmart on 231 in Troy, man? What are you doing with that tire?
Oh, Neal, I'm going to put some 25s on this bad boy.
Oh, Lord, 25?
Yeah.
They even make 25? Hey, they can do specialty rims at Roadmart here in Troy, Alabama. Hey, they also do brake work and change your oil, anything under the hood here at Roadmart on 231. And they can even get Wally some 25s for his rim. 566-3413, Roadmart on 231. Wally, what are you doing in that Mustang GT 350 out here at Pike County, Florida?
Man, I'm about to buy this sweet ride and hit 231 and put my fuzz buster on there, bro.
And you're going to need a fuzz buster in that thing. Is that a 5-speed manual shift?
Yeah, it is.
My
Fires me like a
God,
race
what
car, man.
Sweet ride. Look at the clutch, everything, man. Hey, up to $5,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value on your trade-in. Come see them at Pike County Ford. They're deep. You like that, little guy? Wait a minute, you're not Wally. Wait a minute. Wally. Wally. Is Wally in the
What's
bathroom?
going on? Hey, I ain't
What are
got
you
my
doing?
limo.
What are you
waiting
doing?
out.
I saw you pile out of that limo, man. What's going on? What
I
are you
got
doing here?
a couple people on a fire. I don't have much time, so I'm going to go ahead and go right with it. First off, athletic director for Mississippi State needs to be fired. If I see him, he's gone. Worst conditions. It's so hot, no fans in the stands. All they put the fans
Now, Wally
outside.
just said they had cooling stations. Everything went
Yeah,
good.
that was down there, but I got to go. And also the personnel, security personnel, every one of them, they're fired. Poor Wally's son, they took up his sign.
took his sign, I
Took
know.
his sign up, and I got hit in the head with a bale and I could not wear my mask in the stadium. I was real upset about that. So I had to
firing all the.
see that kid right there. They
Yeah.
took that sign up, and
Oh,
they
man.
had all types of weapons in there, bells and
Slinging
stuff,
them? Slinging them?
Yeah, they fired big time.
Oh, man.
Big 12 official officiating, horrible. They were officiating that game. They were targeting things, man. Wally's nephew almost got hurt. They're terrible officiating.
Where is Wally? Why?
They're gone. They're getting fired. Nick
Wally in the bathroom, David?
Nick Saban up in Alabama, he needs to be fired.
Saban?
After all that crap he was saying
He's the
about.
best coach in the nation.
But he wants to play little bitty wimpy teams, these rinky-dink teams all over the nation. When he could be playing
boy.
Troy, he needs to be fired. Gone.
Oh,
Also, Charlie Platt, Tennessee stud, and Dr. Judson Edwards, they need to be fired.
What have they
goddamn,
done?
Well, they are actually having on the
Security.
on October the 10th. Y'all be quiet and let me finish. October the 10th, they're going to be at the Sorrell Business College about business models and stuff. I was informed, Dr. Edwards said, I cannot wear this mask in there, so all three of them are fired. And then on October the 11th, the Forgotten Territory down at the center stage in Dothan, they're going to honor Bob Armstrong. They told me I cannot come down there.
How did
with
you get
my
in
mask.
here?
And then I got one other last thing, and I'll leave. Holly Lowry, Wally's wife, she needs to be fired for letting that clown wear a Miami Dolphin uniform at a K-State game. Put that thing up there in that K-State. Look at this. All these fans that
Wally
was
at
at
K-State game?
No, the fan, not that one. Put the one. Yeah, look. All the K-State fans, they don't want to be around him. Look at him. He looks like a goober. Wear purple. Go to Walmart, buy a purple shirt or something.
Unbelievable. Wally, security.
Needs to be fired.
They said that limo's got to be moved.
All right, well, I'm gone.
Hey, David, take us to commercial. Take us to commercial.
I'm out of here.
Go to
What are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital Pet Resort?
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spay and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort. Hey.
Mr. Neal, is this the crazy guy that does the sports show with you?
Yes, it is. Wally, what are you doing up here at Globe? How long has he been up here?
He's been up here for like an hour, and he hasn't moved, and he's scaring all the customers.
Wally, I know you said you were going to Globe to get Holly a birthday present, but you're taking this a little bit to extremes, don't you think? Acting like a mannequin? We're going to have to call the law. Come to Globe for all your needs up on the square. Globe Boutique. Good morning, everybody. This is Neal from Sports Chat with Neal and Wally. It's time for my morning biscuit. I want you to look how big that biscuit is. I'm going to put this butter on that biscuit. Came from the Pig Cafe out on North 3 Notch. Go see Yanni. Get you a real biscuit. Hey, Wally.
Hey,
What you got there?
where'd you get that biscuit at?
This is Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch. Where'd you get that?
Oh man, 231, one of those big box chain stores out there.
Man,
They even got a paper straw.
Man, look at the size of that little thing. Look at
Good
it.
gracious.
I'm about to put butter on this. Is 3 times the size of
I
that.
should have gone see Yanni.
Go to the Pig Cafe on North 3 Notch or call them for catering 334-770-0134. Get a real biscuit.
Don't want a wimpy biscuit.
Hey, Neal, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundies. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundies?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the sauce. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundies. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundies. Thank you.
Man, what in the world? You just ain't T-bone me right here. What the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did
I'm
you have a
sorry,
wreck?
Mr. Wally.
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone, and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents. 808-8822.
You can't.
There's a place called Kokomo.
Who the world is that? The Beach Boys. Are you kidding? I thought you were musically inclined knowledge, man. You're over here playing Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo's coming out, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go see it.
Hey, I tried to get some new stuff up there. Cause everybody's making fun of Mr. Potato Head.
You don't care nothing about Kokomo?
I was there. I like Beach Boys. Remember, that was my first concert.
That
You
was
and I
their
went.
yes. That was about their last hit, man, before they went on their way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about the Rambo stuff over there.
Oh yeah. I tried to get an Evil Knievel. I want the Evil Knievel thing.
told
to
you.
wind up.
I told you we need Star Wars stuff.
Star Wars stuff. Stretch Armstrong. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to change it up every week, man. This stuff I got in the attic. There's no telling how old this is.
Well, it ain't got but 2 blades.
That was probably my brother Chris that messed all that up.
He did.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Anyway.
that time of the week where we do our Facebook funny, and David, he'll put that. What does that say? To the person at work who always steals my donuts, today is your day of reckoning. They shooting that thing full of mustard. They shooting. They putting that. They shooting that. They shooting that thing full of mustard. That's great, man.
You come up with
That was
some good ones, man. That was
Can you imagine lighting into that?
light as that, man. This is all
Oh
excited.
man!
Got your cup of coffee,
Yeah.
ready to sit down. And,
What kind of face do you make when you get the mustard donut, man?
I might have to try that one.
You gonna give somebody on that one?
That's a good one.
Oh man, let's dive right into some high school football. Like we said earlier in the show, it wasn't a good weekend for Troy area schools. Pike Lib and Charles Henderson both lost, but hey, there was a lot more action around the Troy Cable area, and we cover it all.
We covered it all, buddy.
So, but hey, surrounding schools: Laverne, Brantley, CCA, Elba Enterprise, Ayrton, GW Long, Bullock County, Pike County. They all won.
Yeah.
So just because Charles Henderson and Pike Lib didn't win, I mean, we got some good football going on around here. Hey, we got some Pike Lib highlights and some Goshen highlights. David, throw those Pike Lib highlights out there, and let's let some folks see the Pike Lib highlights, even though they lost.
This was the TC2 game of the week.
It was, and you can see already it's 22-0. A little screenplay right there. Nice throw right there. All the way down the middle for a touchdown. A little screenplay right down the middle. Big play right there for the Patriots. Northside's out of Dothan. Big run right there. David and Melissa Bradford's son had a big game. He's filling in as a freshman, is what I was told. Big stop right there by Pike Liv's defensive line. So it's like a kickoff.
That Nick O'Brien, defensive player for Pike, man, he's something special, man.
Good kickoff return right there. Pike looks like they got a good drive going. Ooh, big hit by the running back there. Took more than one to get him down. It's a replay.
Good camera work there.
Yes. Troy Cable does a great job on that. This looks like the same play again. It was a beautiful night for football. It was I don't think anybody had any lightning delays or rain delays around. Just a pass from Nelson out in the flats. That looks like O'Brien on the catch right there, Wally.
So, I think it was Faircloth. He had 2 receptions,
Did he?
56 yards, and a touchdown.
Why don't you go ahead and be reading the stats while we're watching?
Yeah, for Pike Lib, Faircloth had 18
Oh, the
carries
coach got took out.
for
Excuse me.
65 yards. The quarterback, Nelson Drew, was 10 for 25. He had 149 yards and a TD, Neal. Faircloth, which we just saw a while ago, he had 2 receptions for 56 yards and 1 was a touchdown.
Yeah.
Nelson also scored. He had a 1-yard run for a TD. They had 2 point after attempts conducted, and they were 1 for 1.
Yep.
On that defensive side of the front, Nick O'Brien, 17 tackles. Man, that dude
Wow-wee.
is on it.
Wow.
Copeland, he had 12 tackles. Johnson, he had 10 tackles. Northside had 467 rushing yards and 77 passing yards. And again, I want to thank Chad Copeland for sending me the information. It's like we always say, if we find people that want to send
The
the stats in to call these kids' name out, that's what we want to do, you know.
Northside's an up and coming football team out of the Dothan area. They're getting better every year.
I was listening to the broadcast while I was up in Starksville because it was live on Facebook, and
Yeah.
I want to say that Wes Allen or somebody that was up there talking that next year or the year after they're going to
Public.
They got so many students in
Yeah.
their school. It's
Yeah.
just phenomenal.
Wow. Well, they got the best of our Patriots Friday night, but Pike Lib still got all their goals right in front of them. They can still win a bunch of games and go to the playoffs.
All right.
And back to the action, and we appreciate those highlights right there. And Wally, go ahead and read us the rest of your stats, my
Okay,
man.
we're going to go over to Crenshaw County where CCA popped it to Abbeville Christian 41-7. Total offensive yards for CCA, Neal, was 450 yards.
Yeah.
John David, 9 carries, 96 yards, and 2 TDs. Chandler Michael had 9 carries for 65 yards. Tristan Jordan had 10 carries for 57 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he also threw 11 for 16 for 201 yard passing with 2 TDs. Ty Singleton, 3 receptions for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Preston Owens had 3 receptions for 61 yards and 1 touchdown. On the defensive side, Neal, Dalton James, 10 solo tackles, 3 assists.
Wow.
Reed Compton, 8 solos with 2 assists. And something to say about this, the total 3 games for defense for CCA, they've only given up 294 yards. That's about 98 yards a game.
Wow, the Cougars getting it
And,
done, man.
yeah,
Laverne, Crenshaw
exactly.
Christian.
And I wanted to thank Dr. Billings for sending me that information in.
Yeah.
Also, our neighbors next door, Bullock County, man,
Yeah.
they popped it to Dadeville,
Yeah.
28-13. Bullock County had 429 total yards. 28 was passing, and then the 396 Neal was on the ground. Poor Dadeville, they had minus 19 rushing yards. Here's some of the stars. Kendoris Owens
Yeah.
scored 3 TDs for Bullock County. Camille Lewis with an interception. And Luke Sturgis scored a TD off a block punt. And guess what?
Scoop and score.
Man.
I like it.
And he also had 2 interceptions. So good job for the Bullock County
Yeah.
over there.
Absolutely.
Geneva 7, Pike County 14, which was a close game. Derek Myhan 2 interceptions, and he also had 2 tackles. Mr. Wheeler, he had 8 tackles. Mr. Florence had 5 tackles. Foster had 5 as well. Rayshawn Reynolds had 3 tackles and an interception. Coleman was 3 for 5 attempts, 60 yards, and 1 touchdown. Reynolds 17 carries, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Wheeler with 2 carries, 16 yards.
Team effort there.
Team effort. Total rushing yards, 217, 1 touchdown, 60 yards passing with 1 touchdown. That was for Geneva. All right, moving right along. Carroll 6, Tallahassee 10.
Which was an upset in my
Which was
book.
an upset. A lot of people on Beat Wally
Had Carroll.
had Carroll. But 55 yards touchdown pass from Brandon Robinson to Austin Michael. Tallahassee used a field goal and a 3rd down TD to seal the deal, Neal, to make it 10-0 at the time. And
Yep.
then Carroll scored late, puts Carroll 2-1 in the region, and Tallahassee. No, I'm sorry, Carroll 0-1 and Tallahassee 2-1 in the region. All right, Houston County at Ayrton. All right, Blake Carroll and Isa Lopez had 2 rushing TDs. Zach Ward and Cade Webb had a touchdown each. Landon Thrash had a fumble recovery and a TD and a scoop and score. Yes.
I love
Zach Phillips had
Scoop and
14.
score.
We got to offer some ice cream for scoop and score. Landon Tyler and C.J. McNabb had 7 tackles. Tommy Oliver had forced fumble and a recovery. Ayrton defense held Houston County under 100 yards. 5 takeaways. 5. They played Delville next Friday night.
Good deal.
All right. Charles Henderson 14, Oxford 49. I know you covered a lot
Tough
of that
trip,
in the
tough trip.
thing, but
Yep.
Oxford was ranked 6th in the state. Jonathan Carter 1-yard touchdown, and J.B. Sanders off a forced fumble. Carter had 10 yards and a touchdown. And then Charles Henderson threw Jonathan Carter had 15 carries for 31 yards, 2 TDs. Puka Jones, 12 for 28 for 138 yards with 2 interceptions. And then Cameron Foley was 6 for 10 with 76 yards. And the last stats for the night I had, Neal, Goshen 42, Sampson 21.
Down at Sampson.
Went
down there and won.
Yeah, went down there, and Snyder's just doing it.
Undefeated.
Brian Galloway, 7 for 10 for 58 yards and 16 carries for 228 yards. Unreal. And 2 TDs.
By the way, enjoy these Goshen highlights while Wally's calling these stats.
Tamarcus Shipman, 17 carries for 169 yards and 2 TDs. The Eagles outscored Sampson 28-9 in the fourth quarter. Wow. And I want to say, while I was keeping up with it on Facebook, Sampson was beating them.
Yeah, that's what I just saw. They were early. They were ahead early.
Ahead early and stuff. And but Brian Galloway, unbelievable, man. He just showed out.
He sure did, Wally. And
what do you do when you show out?
When you show out, you call yourself pizza worthy.
Pizza worthy, buddy.
And the player of the week this week, Brian Galloway, the quarterback from Goshen. And as their highlights go, we'll tell you, just as Wally stated, he was 7 for 10, throwing the ball for 58 yards. But more impressively, Brian Galloway ran the ball 16 times from his quarterback position for 200. There he goes on one of them. 237 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, and that was one of them. And big win over Sampson for the Goshen Eagles. Brian Galloway showed out, and he wins a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza. Brian, you're our Marco's Pizza Player of the Week. Brian Galloway, quarterback, Goshen Eagles. Wally, we got a roll call. First of all, let's do the Beat Wally.
The Beat Wally. Oh, yeah. We had
before we even start on who beat Wally, did the supervisor beat Bulldog Johnny? This big controversy on. He's texting me all afternoon.
I know. I think the supervisor did pretty good. Now I went back and checked, and I think the supervisor might have been drinking or something, but I think Johnny was 3 for 2, not 2 for 3.
Okay.
But I think that's
what he said.
But hey, there was a lot that got 4 and 1, but good old Robin Snyder, man.
Snyder.
Check him out, baby.
Look at him riding over here, Robin. There was better photos out there.
I know,
we couldn't resist this one.
I had to do that with old Robin. But he came close.
Closest on the point.
Closest on the point. So,
Robin, you win a Marco's one large topping large pizza. You're our Marco's Beat Wally contest winner for the week.
Oh, man.
And we'll put some new games out there in just a second. But right now, let's call out the roll call of high school scores. Enterprise 27, Smith Station 24. Big win for the Wildcats right there. Park Crossings 42, Dothan 27, Oxford 49, Charles Henderson 14, Brantley 55, Florella 14, Elba 40, Kinston 14, Georgiana 52, McKenzie 21. That's a big rivalry right next door. Abbeville 50, Geneva County 20, Ayrton 48, Houston County 12, Cottonwood 65, Barber County nothing, GW Long 30, Daleville 22, Highland Home 52, Calhoun nothing, Luverne 60, Zion Chapel nothing, New Brockton 41, Central Hamel 28, Goshen 42, Sampson 21, Opp 22, Houston Academy 7.
Yeah, Pike County 14, Geneva 7, Providence 21, Vicksburg 0, Slocum 28, Strong 13, Bullitt County 28, Dadeville 12, Andalusia 49, Monroe County 6, Dale County 52, Ashford 33, Trinity 44, Headland 14, Rehoboth 33, Beauregard 21, Tallahassee 10, Carroll 6, Eufaula 27, Sidney Lanier 13, Lee 19, Auburn 14. That was close.
It was.
Pike Lib 13, Northside 30, and CCA 41. Abbeville Christian clock only 7 points.
Yep, and Wally, before we take our next break, go ahead and tell them. No, let's go ahead and take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we come back, we're going to tell you where you might want to go next Friday night, the upcoming high school games, and Wally's going to put a star by the games that he wants to be the Beat Wally contest for next Friday night. David Doty did not win last Friday night. He is hoping to win this Friday night.
He was 0-4, I think. He was the only one.
What's going on, Monopoly man?
Oh man, Neal,
You got money going
I
everywhere.
have bought up every bit of Troy, Alabama, but I'm missing a few spots right down here. Who can I call?
Man, you need to call Toby and Dina Adams at the Alabama Real Estate Connection. They'll let you finish buying all of Troy and Pike County. They're the best agents in town. They will work the hardest to get you the best deal. Give them a call, 566-4765. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Hey, they're dealing at the Alabama Real Estate Connection.
Well, hey there, Mr. Wally. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. How'd you get in here?
I better not tell you.
Uh-oh.
They don't even open till 4.
Well, I'm waiting to hear Mr. Lenny Traver play, and I'm gonna give him one of these bad boy steaks that they won an award for.
Best steak in the state. Also, best catfish awards a couple years in a row. Hey, my personal favorite is the fried shrimp and the cheese grits. Also, not mentioning the cheese biscuits that come out before the meal. You're gonna love that.
I know.
And a little live music, like you said, Mr. Lenny Traver, you can't beat it down at the old barn in Goshen, Alabama. Come see them.
Come see us.
Roughing the kicker. Roughing the kicker.
What kind of call is that? You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
you can't
can.
throw a football flag in a basketball game.
Yeah, I can.
You need to go get your eyes checked, like for real check.
Where at?
Troy Eye Care, 566-7172. Troy Eye Care on Highway 87. Don't be calling basketball unless you get your eyes checked.
Neal, man, what have you done?
Man, I done
The
messed
wind
up.
got caught in that umbrella.
Man, I can't. Oh no, here's the
Hey man, you again? You already crashed my kayak yesterday and got an insurance claim about drowning surf earlier. Now what happened?
I don't know, man. What, are you injured?
Yeah, I might have to call Jason Jones. What's that number?
You gonna need a splint?
A splint and some oxygen.
Call Jason Jones at Jones Medical. He's gonna need a splint for this injury on the beach. 566-1002. Medical injury at the beach. Can you believe it?
Gap band. It don't matter what I play, you say the Gap band.
Hello, Gap Band.
Oh,
This deja vu didn't
No,
do this last week.
no, I haven't played that one.
Oh my goodness. Hey, let's talk about the upcoming games.
Upcoming games. Abbeville is at, hold on, let me get this microphone straight. Abbeville is at Houston County. Andalusia hosts Hillcrest. Ayrton hosts Daleville. Barber County is at Geneva County. Brantley hosts Georgiana. Bullitt County hosts Pike Road. Charles Henderson is at Beauregard. Dale County is at Alabama Christian. Elba is at Florella. Enterprise hosts Prattville. Eufaula is at Early County, Georgia. Geneva hosts Opp. Goshen hosts New Brockton. Strawn is at Houston Academy. Providence hosts Slocum, and Zion Chapel hosts Calhoun.
Luvern's going to travel to Central Hayneville. Dothan is at Russell County. Ashford is at BT Washington. Pike County is at Wicksburg. Highland Home is at Sampson. Carroll hosts Valley. Headland is off. Houston Academy is at Opp. Greenville hosts Rehoboth. Tallahassee is off. Fort Dale is at Success Unlimited. GW Long is at Cottonwood. Kinston hosts Red Level. Greenville is at Rehoboth. CCA hosts Sparta Academy. And Pike Live is at Macon East.
There you go.
And I got my 5 games.
Come
Neal.
on with it.
Let's go ahead. First one.
Mark 'em down.
Mark them down for pizza. Marco's Pizza. Andalusia hosts Hillcrest.
Bulldog Johnny, be studying up on these.
All right. Andalusia hosts Hillcrest. Charles Henderson is at Beauregard. Enterprise hosts Prattville. Man, that could end up in a tie.
I know it.
Pike Live is at Macon East. And our final game and the points, total points, is the TC2 Troy Cable Game of the Week. Ayrton hosts Daleville. That's your 5 games.
And that one will be live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Channel 2 with Troy Cable subscribers.
Yes, exactly. So that's going to be great.
There you go. And so we'll also put those on Facebook, and so you'll be able to get those. And, hey, our SEC picks moving right on into college football, Wally.
Oh, yeah.
We got to be politically correct. The last couple of shows we started with the Tennessee Vols. And there's some Tennessee Vol fans out there. They want to hear about Tennessee Vols. We're going to start our college roundup with Tennessee Vols again. Jeremy Pruitt is safe. We said last Saturday he might be fired on Sunday if he lost to Chattanooga. Well, they beat Chattanooga, Wally.
David Williams told me that UTC was going to win.
45-0. The Vols pull out a victory, and Jeremy Pruitt keeps his job. Hey, in our SEC Summer Pick'em, I know all y'all want to know how we're doing in that. Wally was 11-2 this last week, and I was 12-1. Overall, Wally is 31-10, and I am 37-6. So just something neat to keep up with. Wally, did Alabama play this weekend?
They sure did,
Tell
brother.
us
Let me
about
tell
it,
you
man.
about Alabama visited South Carolina and won convincingly, 47-23.
did.
Tua was 28 for 36 for 444 yards, brother.
Wow.
Which was a personal best. 5 TDs, man. I think he's going to win the Heisman, man. I mean, he's nailing it. Alabama rushed it 25 times for 76 yards, which is very unorthodox to me. That's a low yardage. One of those runs was a special one by Najee Harris where he stiff-armed a defender, hurdled across another, then knocked over 3 defenders on a touchdown scoring drive. South Carolina, however, was really never a threat in the game but played inspired the entire game. Alabama got out of South Carolina mostly injury-free, and they have to host next week. Southern Miss comes to Tuscaloosa. And one question before I move on. What was the deal with I didn't get to see the game because I was in Starksville, but Muschamp was going nuts at halftime. Well,
He was upset about some officiating that just didn't quite go his way. You know what it was?
Or what?
He had been a whiny baby.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Muschamp. I'm gonna call it out like I saw it. Muschamp being a whiny baby. Yeah, he used to be the defense coordinator at Auburn, so he was being a whiny baby with the officials. You don't go to your television interview person going into the locker room and start crybabying about the officials. That just ain't. Come on, man. Really? Come on. I mean, come on, man. I know. Anyway.
Well, what did Auburn do?
Auburn, they beat Kent State 55-16, Wally, and what was a nice practice scrimmage game for Auburn. Bo Nix was 12 of 16 for 161 yards and a touchdown. Boobie Whitlow had 17 carries for 135 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Joey Gatewood came in. And from the quarterback position, he had 12 rushes for 102 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. A lot of people on social media are saying that Gatewood looks so electric running the ball. Why is he not in there just running it? Well, we really hadn't seen him throw it down the field very much, but we might. Sean Shivers had 12 carries for 102 yards. Cam Martin had 7 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. Bo Nix also ran it 7 times for 21 yards, and he ran for a touchdown. Wally, as you can tell, man, Gus meant he was going to practice the running game Saturday, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, they ran the ball. Auburn rushed the ball collectively 62 times for 466 yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. He meant that he was going to practice the running game, and that's what he did. You know, Woody Barrett transferred, the quarterback at Auburn transferred to Kent State, and so that was a big deal where Auburn fans going to get to see Woody Barrett come play for Kent State. When he got to play just a few, he was 3 for 11 for 31 yards. He did throw 1 touchdown, but he didn't play a lot. He did not play a lot. Auburn goes to College Station to take on Texas A&M next Saturday and let the gauntlet of the SEC schedule begin for the Tigers. Wow.
Is Kent State a Power 5 school?
No.
Just ask for a friend.
Tell your friend no.
Oh, okay.
Troy loses 47-42 in the shootout with Southern Miss right here in the vet. Wally, the defense just couldn't slow them down, man. The defense just could not slow them down. Even special teams even gave up a 100-yard kick return. Caleb Barker, on the other hand, on the offensive side, set a school record for passing yards in a single game yesterday with 504 passing yards in a single game. He was 29 of 43. He also threw 4 touchdown passes. Troy really never got the running game going, but they just threw the ball every play. They just threw the ball every play. On the flip side, the Trojan defense gave up 463 yards through the air. They also gave up 113 yards on the ground and a total of 5 touchdowns. Troy goes to Akron next Saturday.
Akron.
Akron.
Hey, gotta give a shout out to Bear
Yeah,
McKnight.
go
I
ahead,
got
man.
the ride in
Yeah.
our vehicle coming back from Starksville,
Yeah.
so we didn't get to go to the game, of course. But Barry McKnight and their crew calling the Troy game is so
They
entertaining.
did a good job.
Man, they do.
Really
And
do.
I listened to some of Eli as well and some of
Yeah.
the Auburn stuff, but
Yeah.
but hats off to our Troy announcers. They do a great job.
It's really a stellar job. And
Makes it sound like you're right there.
Junior Lewisant, the guy that ran the fumble back in the Missouri game.
Yeah, he's a sideline guy.
15 years or so. He's down there with me. So I get to cut up with him, and he's asking me about the penalties and what was that. And then I also got to see Chris Blacksher
Was he back?
Saturday. Well, he was back for just this one game. You know, he kind of retired from sideline reporting.
Yeah.
And he was on the sidelines, and I got to talk to him a lot. And, you know, he's over in Phoenix City, so he's become good friends with Coach Jamie Dubose, and so we got a little something in common there. We always talk some Red Devil football, Phoenix City football, and
Jamie put it on his old high school team.
yeah. So, but yeah, we talked about that. But got to see Chris Blacksher and Junior Lewis and that was pretty neat. But hey, just some odds and ends from college football. Les Miles takes the Kansas Jayhawks to Boston and beats the Boston College Eagles on their home turf. Again, I want somebody to tell me coaching doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Coaching makes a difference. Les Miles got those guys believing. He knows how to motivate those guys. Big win for the Jayhawks. Broke a long losing streak to Power 5 schools. So great job at coming out of Kansas right there. The 17th ranked UCF Knights hosted Stanford and promptly shut them up. They scored early and they scored often. My question is UCF with a true freshman quarterback as good as they were the last 2 years?
I think so. That guy.
Are you on the bandwagon?
Oh yes, sir.
Are they climbing up toward the top
They
10?
should be playing for the national championship this year.
Oh, here it comes.
Man, they're good, dude.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what. I picked Stanford to upset them because I figured Stanford was a big boy coming in there.
You look at the teams UCF.
They
beat
whooped Stanford
power
up.
people like Auburn.
They whooped
Shut
Stanford.
Auburn out, man.
Oh, they whooped Stanford up and down the field, brother. I'm telling you. Woo. Felipe Franks spoke about him last couple of shows, and our heart goes out to him. He was carted off the field with a terrible leg injury for the Gators, and I don't wish any ill will on nobody that has a bad injury. Hope he recovers quickly and comes back for the Gators, but the word is he's out for the year. So we'll see what goes on down there in Gatortown, Florida, and Gainesville. Notre Dame and Georgia face off next Saturday. One will stay in the race, and one's season's dreams will come to an end. Hey,
I think
it's
Georgia,
cut and dry, man.
I think Georgia may just clock you.
Do you? We'll see. We'll see. Florida stays undefeated, but narrowly escapes a Kentucky team that was starting a backup quarterback. Troy transfer Sawyer Smith. Kentucky missed a 39-yard game-winning field goal,
did you
and
see
my
the
wife
dude-
called it.
Did you see that dude's last name? Something? Bad Mojo or
He's
something?
kicking.
Oh, that was
Look,
awesome.
we were watching the game, and there's Sawyer right there, transfer from Troy. But the kicker for Kentucky, they always put the camera on him when they're kicking into the net, warming up, and you know he's about to run out on the field and try it. And Michelle goes, "Oh my God, look at him! He doesn't even have any color in his face. He's white as a sheet.
Oh,
he
no.
ain't even gonna come close." And that joker got out there and missed it, and we all just said, "Oh my God, so Michelle, you jinxed him." But I was like, "Oh man." Well, I felt sorry for that guy, man. Herm Edwards takes Arizona State Sun Devils up to East Lansing and beats Michigan State. The Sun Devils got a heck of a defense, man. Them guys playing for defense. Herm Edwards got them guys playing. LSU stays impressive with their new offensive scheme. They win their practice game this weekend and didn't sustain any injuries. That was good. Kansas State gets a revenge on Mississippi State yesterday. They get a win over an SEC team.
You know, coaching does make a difference. That
Coaching
coach
makes a
come in
difference.
there
You're
and,
right.
Man, he's done it.
And this is just a crazy stat that I had to jot down. Forrest Lee, this one's for you. You ready?
Yeah. What you got?
During the Alabama telecast yesterday, the announcer said Alabama has missed 98 extra points since the year 2007. And if anybody's wondering, that's the most in Division I right now in that span. That just blows my mind.
Did Bama miss one this week?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
98 extra points they've missed since 2007. That's the most in Division I football.
That's crazy.
Extra points. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
What you got, man?
Man,
What's wrong with this thing?
I done wrecked my kayak, man.
What'd you do? Run into a weather buoy out there?
Yeah, I ran into one of
Out
those
in the
weather
Gulf?
shoes. Yeah, I sure did, man.
Unbelievable, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know, man.
Cracked up
I got to go
again.
and see that
Do you have
lake.
any insurance?
Ma'am?
Insurance?
I don't have any
He
insurance.
should have went to Crease Insurance Agency out on 231 and got him some insurance. Now he's got to pay cash money for his kayak, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does.
Listen to the beach worker right here. He's got to pay cash for his kayaks.
Visit Mike Crease, the Crease Agency, the only insurance agent you'll ever need.
Wally, where you been, man?
Neal, I've been across the street
Good
over
Lord,
there.
what are you gonna do with all that?
I traveled across the street over there. The line was out the door, man. And I saw the UPS store, so I thought I'd come in here and see
Well, I'm
if I
glad
can
you
get
came to the UPS store.
Great,
Where's the UPS store?
Let me help you with that.
Good, look at this, man. Can you help him mail all this?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Good deal.
Hey,
Hey,
everything for you.
grade A customer service at the UPS store. Give them a call today, 566-9470. Don't go across the street. Go to the UPS store for all your copying, printing, and shipping needs.
Hey, Neal, man, need some help, man. I watched Point Break last night with Patrick Swayze. What happened? Here comes the lifeguard.
Same guys, yesterday you already wrecked my kayak and got an insurance claim
Are
right
you
now.
okay?
Man, I think I pulled
Pulled your leg
my
muscle?
leg muscle.
You're going to have to go to Health Action to get that worked out with physical therapy. Give them a call, 670-5435. Health Action's in front of Hook's Barbecue. Man, I hope you're okay.
I hope so.
Hey, Neal, what's going on, brother?
What are you doing with that wood?
Oh man, my neighbor's out of town, so I'm gonna fire me up a barbecue pit
Wait,
right
wait,
here.
wait. I don't think this is a barbecue pit.
Yeah, it is a barbecue pit. I'm hungry, man, so I'm gonna make some barbecue.
Haven't I told you, call Hook's Barbecue, 808-8008 for all your barbecue needs. Go through the drive-thru, get you some ribs, get you some barbecue. What are you doing at James Sparrow's house? This is not a barbecue.
I think it's a barbecue grill.
That is not a barbecue grill. All your cater needs when your family comes home, 808-8008, Hook's Barbecue. They'll handle all your barbecue needs.
Wally, what you got there? Hey, man, I'm fishing for sharks, dude. A cane pole and wigglers? Oh, heck yeah, man. When you wear deep south apparel, you look good, you feel good, you can fish good.
Well, I got on these.
What you got? I got a big shark. Could be Charles's cousin with a cane pole.
Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel. Look for him on Facebook. Deep South Apparel. You might catch a shark. Wait a minute. Break it. It broke. Broke. The shark broke the hook. We're going to get it next time.
Where the humping people at?
Who's that, man?
That's the Gap Band, man. You knew the Gap Band was coming. That's what that was. Where the humping people at? Keep it.
Me and Steve Darby, man. Back at the.
Oh, that's classic stuff, man. College football scores from around the nation.
Hey, here we go. Georgia 55, Arkansas State 0, Ohio 51, Indiana 10.
Ohio State.
Ohio State 51, Indiana 10. Penn State 80, 17. Pitt
Barely
10.
pulled it
I
out.
don't know. Dr. Billings might need to call supervisor on that. Temple 20, Maryland 17. Notre Dame 66, New Mexico 14. Alabama 47, South Carolina 23. UCF, the Bad Boys 45, Stanford 27. BYU 30, USC 27. Arizona State 10. Michigan State 7, Iowa 18, Iowa State 17 after a long weather delay.
Utah 31, Idaho State 0, Florida 29, Kentucky 21, Auburn 55, Kent State 16, Clemson 41, Syracuse 6, Virginia 31, Florida State 24. Is Willie Taggart going to make it through the season?
I don't think he is.
Washington 52, Hawaii 20, Texas 48, Rice 13, Oklahoma 48, UCLA 14. Jalen Hurts looked great again. Boise State 45, Portland State 10, Oregon 35, Montana 3, Troy 42, Southern Miss 47, Tennessee 45, Chattanooga nothing, Kansas State 31, Mississippi State 24, Ole Miss 40, Southeast Louisiana 29, Texas A&M 62, and Lamar, the one you didn't know about, 3. LSU 65, Northeast Louisiana 14, Missouri 50, Southeast Missouri nothing. College games coming up this week.
Auburn host.
No. That's, I didn't update those. I'm sorry. We're not going to call those out. I forgot to update those. Anyway, hold on. Let me see. No, I'm sorry. I forgot to update those. I was going to do them. Alabama hosts Southern Miss. Auburn is at Texas A&M. North Carolina. Let's see. Well, we only got 30 seconds left.
Yeah,
so.
we got there. Well, anyway, we're gonna have fun this week.
I'll put it on Facebook. Who everybody plays this week.
If you're ever glad the supervisor wasn't here when you called that out. Oh, it happens.
It happens. It happens. I got softball now on Sunday afternoons, and that messes me up.
Does it?
Golly, Sundays are all of a sudden just a cluster.
Well,
Anyway, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Check us out next Sunday night. Good football this Friday night. Good football Saturday. Stay cool.